Okay, if you've just logged in, the email system is being updated or transferred to the new one. So so I've just gotten into the trade myself, guys. My entry was 59.26. If you scroll up, you'll see it in the chat. If you want to take this trade, tap yourself in, slide your horizontal line up. Okay, so we'll just do a quick recap of yesterday before going on. We'll come back to this trade. The Euro 5-minute trade that we took last night was a, yesterday being Wednesday, the 30th, today's the last day of May. It was a little bit of an early entry than we normally would get into, but because we saw a fairly decent push to the downside, we took this off a cluster. So it wasn't off our mid-band as usual. And we got in, entry was 124.45. So we got triggered a fair way down the hill here, actually here. If we had waited, like you never know obviously at the time, hindsight, but there was actually a nice set of railway tracks here at the mid-band. Technically you could call it engulfing. It's close enough for me to call it railway tracks. I'm happy with that. So either or. You would have had a bit better entry. I don't think you would have made it to T2 though, because it went down to T1. So we hit T1 down here. This trade, if you had taken the later entry, T1 would have been somewhere here. But when it retraced, I think it would have tapped you out for the same amount of profit. I think it would have hit your entry before going on. I'd say that was a very, very high chance. We don't know because we took the their first trade. So we got to T1, which was still a plus 0.5 unit trade, which is not too bad. So it eventually got there. Did everyone hold out? Did everyone stick with their Braveheart challenge and hold out for that trade? No cheating, no jumping out early, no nerves. Everyone was good. Today's the last day of the challenge, guys. We're here already. So that was the only trade we took. Now, the market did have a sell-off last night, but Murphy's Law says it'll be after you go to bed, and it was. I stayed up for the 10 o'clock candle, and when I checked the charts this morning, it was the 11 o'clock candle that triggered everything. So we still made a little bit of profit, but not the full hog that the market delivered. However, if the move continues today, we're certainly ready. And on that note, the pound Aussie trade again, for those that have just logged in, I've just got myself into that trade. If you scroll up in the chat, you'll see it. My entry is 59.26 based on a retracement on a 4-hour chart. There's a cluster here, sneaky cluster, one of our little secret fib levels. You can see it's acted perfectly as resistance, bounced off that, given a little bit of sneaky divergence too, a little double top in here, sloping stochastic. If you went to a 1-hour chart, there'd be divergence on that. But also this second engulfing candle here bounces off the outer band. So it ticks all the boxes. I tapped myself in, we're short. It could last a few days, been a 4-hour chart, but we've been waiting for a couple of days patiently for this. So we'll see how it goes. We're slightly in profit at the moment, but we've got a fair way to go. Did anyone get into this trade yet? Well done. All right, guys, let's go and see what else is happening in the market.